Hello everyone, this is Danny from creatingawebstore.com, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to crop images and shapes in Photoshop CC. I'm actually going to be cropping in circles, and I'm actually going to be making some advanced circles as well, and I'm actually going to also crop in other shapes. So I'm going to show you how all this works. While I have another video that shows you how to crop circles in an older version of Photoshop, I figured I'd show you how to do it in Photoshop CC. So if your image layer is locked, simply double click it to unlock it. And now simply go here and make sure that ellipse tool is selected. If you have a default install, you'll have a rectangular tool selected. So simply right click and left click on ellipse tool, and then make sure that path is selected. You might have shape, so just change it to path here. And now simply create a new layer by clicking this icon here. And now simply hold down the shift key on your keyboard and hold down the left mouse button and drag till your circle is the size that you want it to be. Don't worry about the positioning because we can always reposition the circle afterwards. So once you are happy, simply release the mouse button and then release the shift key. And now right click on the circle here and simply left click on fill path. And I'm going to choose black for the path here. And you will see why I'm doing this later on. So now simply position the circle where you'd like it to be. And if you'd like to see it better, simply change the opacity like so that you can see where the circle really is. And I'm actually going to duplicate this layer. It's not necessary to do this. I'm actually duplicating so that I can show you something else later on. So if you want to follow along, simply do so. So right click and left click on duplicate layer, and I will right click and left click on duplicate layer once more. And now what I will do is I will hide these other layers that are over here because I will use them later on by simply clicking on the eye, and I will make sure that this layer is selected. And now what I will do is I will go to the magic wand tool here. If you had the quick selection tool, simply right click and left click on magic wand tool. And now simply go to your shape here, back to your shape, and click so that you have the circle selected. Note that if you do not have the whole background like so selected, it would look like if you only have this part selected, simply go to select and then left click on inverse to have the background selected, and then go to your image here and go to edit and then left click on clear and do it once more because I actually cleared the path there if your background didn't get cleared. And now I have cleared the background of the model here and I have a perfect circle shape. So I will right click and I will left click on deselect, and now what I'll do is I'll make this other layer appear. So I will go to the image here, and what I'll do, because what I want is I want this part of the head to stick out from the circle. So I will take this regular marquee tool here and I will simply drag to the parts that I don't want to show, and I will go to edit and I will go to clear like so, and now I have only the top part of the head here. So what I will do is I will right click and left click on deselect, and now what I'll do, now I can actually get rid of this circle. I can simply hide it or delete that layer. And now I'm simply going to take the quick selection tool here, so I will right click and left click on quick selection tool, and I will make sure that this layer right here is selected, the one with the woman in it here. This part here, I'm actually holding down my option key on the keyboard, and in your case, if you're on a Windows, it might be the Alt key, and I will simply drag here. I'm holding down that option key and holding down the left mouse button, and I'm dragging, and now I will go to edit and I will clear, and now I have the top part cleared out as well. So I will right click and deselect. And as you can see, now I have this. And now I can merge this layer down by simply right click and left clicking on merge down. And now I have a circle shape with the model's head sticking out here at the top. And now I'm going to hide this layer, and I'm going to show this other layer here that I saved earlier. And now I'm going to crop in a different shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to again create a new layer, and I'm going to go to my ellipse here, and I will go to custom shape. And right now I have the heart selected. So now I will simply make sure that path is selected here like before. And I will hold down the shift key once more. And I will make this heart. And when I'm happy with the size, I will release the left mouse button, and then I will release the shift key. And then I will go here where it says make, and I will left click on make selection. And I will choose the feather radius, and 0 is okay. And I will click OK here. And then I will go to edit, and I will go to fill. And I will fill with a color. I'll use black like so. And now I will go to select, and I will go to deselect. And now I will go to the move tool here, and I will simply position the heart where I want it to show. In this case here, and I will change the opacity just to see where it will show up. And now that I'm happy with where it is, I will go to my magic wand tool here, and I will click around the heart. And again, I have this background selected. Again, if you don't, you go to select inverse or select inverse again. And then I simply left click on this layer here that I want to cut out. And then I go to edit, and then I go to clear like so. And now I can get rid of the heart. And now I can right click and deselect. And since I have this part here, if I show it up again and move it down here, as you can see, I have this selected like so. Then I select my rectangular marquee tool here, and I simply select the area that I want to clear, and I go to edit and clear. And now I right click and deselect. And there I have a heart shape with the head showing as so. So now to crop, you simply go to the crop tool and simply place it where you want it to crop like so, and then just double click, and now your shape has been cropped. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos, and also be sure to check out creatingawebstore.com.